Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Tech and Gaming, and welcome to my first vlog. I'm on my way to work, and thought I'd give this a shot. But what I didn't do is I didn't check my settings for Filmic Pro is what I use to record, and I like Filmic Pro because I can adjust the frames per. I can adjust the FPS. I mean, I can do that too on the default app, but I can take it even further, and also the quality of the video as well. So, for example, for this video, I'm shooting at 1080 at 24 frames per second at the max bitrate of 50 megabytes. All right, so that's why I'm doing that. And there's some other extra features that I can do on the Filmic Pro that are great. I can lock exposure, lock and change the shutter speed, and white balance, temperature. I can lock the focus. You can do those two. You can do those two things somewhat in the default camera app, but again, you can take it into more in depth with the Filmic Pro app. And as always, I'm using my iPhone 7 Plus to record this vlog, taking advantage of that beautiful dual lens camera. And how I'm using it to record myself is I'm using a Joby grip for phones, and I have that hanging from my rearview mirror. So this will be interesting. It's my first vlog. So anyway, I'm on my way to work. Again, if you can't tell, if you can't see, I work at Best Buy. So again, I had to cut there because this is what I hate about this app. What I hate about this app is every time you start it up, it goes back to its default settings. I mean, you can create presets, but I wish that it would just stay the way it was when you last changed it. Because let's say you want to tweak a setting or something like that. Like earlier, I was playing with it, and another cool thing about this app is you can change aspect ratio. So if you're trying to like film like a nice cinema quality video, you can put that letterbox in there. I mean, you can do it post production anyway, but it's kind of cool you can do it already from the app. Yeah, so I was doing that earlier, just doing some tests, and it went back to its default, which is 4K, 24 frames per second at 100 megabits, and that's cool. I mean, it's gonna be real good quality, but for vlog, obviously the duration of the video is a lot longer, and that means a whole bunch of space. It can go up into the gigabytes. So that also means longer upload times and etc. So that's why I decided to do the 1080 at 50 megabits per second. When I'm doing short videos like 6 to 8 product or unboxing or something like that, reviews or whatever, I'll usually opt in for the higher quality 4K since it's shorter and I can deal with it and just kind of upload it overnight. But I know for these vlogs it's going to be quite long. All right, so I go in at 5:30. Again, I live in South Carolina, so I'm on the Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be closing today. I work in the computer department. Originally, when I got hired in October, it was supposed to be home theater, but I'm pretty computer savvy, I guess. But it was funny because I've been a Mac user for like the longest, and I've been like outside of the PC world for like so long, PC and Windows. So when they moved me to computers because they were short staffed and it was gonna give me more hours, I was like, yeah, sure. So I have no problem recommending or selling Apple products. I mean, I know those inside and out. I watch every keynote, but like that's probably like 20% of the store for computers. the other is obviously Windows computers, tablets, or whatever. And I had to learn Windows 10 and all the different brands of laptops, and I had to go back and reteach myself what that way I can kind of learn. I can kind of compare and recommend customers the best laptop or whatnot. And don't even ask me about a certain feature on Windows 10 or how to do something, because I will not know. I'll show you Mac OS Sierra all day, or Mac OS or iOS. I'll do that, no problem. But these Windows machines, man. So that was a challenge. I definitely love my TVs, so I mean that's why I started at home theater and I enjoy that. But it's not a big deal. Again, learning computers, it allows me to be cross-trained and allows me to be more versatile as far as assisting customers. So yeah, so it's not too bad. I've been in the computer department for about a month and a half. But yeah, so that's what I do. Prior to Best Buy, if you don't know me that well, I was in the military. I'm still active duty. I'm ETSing or getting out in a couple weeks. I'm going through my out processing phase right now. I did a total of 8 years. Rank of staff sergeant. I was enlisted, so obviously, but my job was dental assistant. But because of my rank, my last position was the S3 or operations for the dental activity or the unit, and I was pretty much just in charge of training, calendars, operations, assisting with business metrics and etc. Not so much in patient care. But yeah, so I mean, when I joined, I was like 19, and I wanted to go medical so I could use it on the outside in the case I were to get out or retire, or who knows. And the end goal was to be a dentist. And just being in the dental clinics and the dental world, I just didn't like it. It was a job. I kind of put up with it. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting out of the dental world right now. I'm gonna stick with my Best Buy thing. So having a channel called Tech and Gaming is like the perfect place to work at. And the discounts are lovely. But the goal now is to have my associates now. So the goal is to finish my undergrad in some type of criminal justice that could potentially lead up to a law degree and get into federal law enforcement. Federal, so I can keep my federal service, or so I don't throw away my federal service in the Army, and I can apply it to my civilian side. So that's the goal. All right. So one thing too that I'm using is I'm using this clip-on mic. Again, got it from Best Buy. The brand's Insignia. It's basically Best Buy's loyalty brand, where you only find that brand at Best Buy. But it works wonders, and it's 6 feet long, so I can use it for like right now, or even like in a setup or like earlier I said I was testing something in a setup where I have my actual tripod, my big one that I meant more for DSLRs. That way it's more eye level when I'm standing. If I want to do a standing video of something, and I can place my tripod on my phone, and this would reach me all the way. And by doing that, it makes me look a little bit more professional, kind of like an actual person doing a podcast or interview. So, no, but it sounds good. Picks up the quality very well. I've been using it recently. If you watched other videos prior to me buying the Blue Yeti. Now the Blue Yeti, because it is a USB based mic, for the most part for like PC gaming or any voiceovers, or eventually when I get my Nintendo Switch, or when the plan is to get an Elgato game capture card to record some of my PlayStation gameplay and the Switch when I play the Zelda. But that's gonna have to wait, 'cause I need a laptop for that. Right now all I have is an iMac, and they're in different rooms, so I can't capture that and use something like Open Broadcast or the Elgato software. So I'll have to wait for that, but that's when I'll use that USB mic, is for those consoles. But for the most part, I mean, yeah, you saw the Blue Yeti unboxing and hands-on video. It's a pretty good mic, and I'll use that for my computer. And then for anything else, when I'm using my phone to capture video, I'll use the Insignia clip-on mic here. And so far, traffic's kind of crazy. I'm like 13 minutes away before being late. And because of the military, I like to at least be there at least 5 minutes early. I should be okay. So some latest news is I'll be visiting my son next month for spring break. Again, if you saw my video on the reason why I decided to broadcast stream and do this, it's more so to keep a history of myself. I would love to be a successful YouTuber. We'll see how well that goes. But more so for more like historical purposes, kind of look back and chuckle or something, and for my son to watch Dad unbox these things and play games, because he's just like me. He's my mini-me, and so that's the reason. And so again, I don't know if I said it on that video, but basically my son lives with his mom in Colorado for now. She's with another Army person, so they'll end up moving eventually. But right now they're in Colorado, and for his spring break, I'm gonna go fly over there to see him for that week. So I'm excited. That'll probably be my next vlog. I know it's next month, but I mean, I don't want to. This channel is not primarily for vlogging, and I wanted to kick it off with the first vlog and kind of introduce myself. You guys learn a little bit about me, what I do, and that's what the purpose of this episode is for. And I think the next one will be me going to Colorado, because that'll be like the perfect vlog experience to film. You know, my travels and trips to the airport, the airplane, Colorado itself, because Colorado itself is a beautiful scenery, and of course capture some footage with me and my son. So I'm excited for that. That'll probably be episode number 2. Just depending how good this takes off will determine the frequency of more episodes. So definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment any questions or anything that you'd like for me to do. And because I work at Best Buy, I have the the benefit of being able to review whatever you want me to review. So if there's something out there, a game, a piece of tech, I don't mind buying it. Again, I get a discount. I don't mind buying it and reviewing it for you guys. So definitely drop in the comment below if you would like for me to review something specific that we carry, of course. And I would love to do that for you guys. Again, I'm enjoying this whole experience of unboxing, doing reviews, and finally getting into YouTube. I've been using YouTube before. If you see some of my other videos, I used to upload workout videos, but they were just to upload. Poor titles, I don't even put tags in it. So, but now I'm kind of getting into it more. So I definitely get excited when I have a chance to unbox something or review something. So definitely let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like for me to review. But anyway, that's an update on my life. Yep. So getting ready to get out the military, getting ready to see my son. Other than that, I'm just taking life day at a time. Like I said, I do plan on finishing my undergrad, but I'm not going to start school. The plan is to go to the University of South Carolina, the School of Criminal Justice. But I don't plan on enrolling until the fall semester, just taking it slow. So again, I'm visiting my son at the end of March, and then he gets to stay with me for a couple weeks during the summer. So I definitely want to take that time to kind of lay low take it easy, and yeah. I was a little concerned that this little tripod, you kind of, every time I turn, if you kind of turn, you kind of see the camera with the momentum kind of swinging left and right. I was kind of interested to see how this would hold up, but this Joby mount grip is pretty cool. I'm actually gonna buy me a bigger one. I don't know if I should. A bigger one because this one's kind of small. Again, it's made for phones, so I mean that's what I'm using to record. But like when I'm doing my reviews, it doesn't really. Well, if you see my other reviews, I want it to be a little bit more eye level, a little bit more taller, and I might have something that I could use, so I don't have to keep throwing away money. Another downside, I guess you can call it a downside, working at Best Buy is because I get these crazy discounts, is I get tempted to spend more and more money, so I definitely got to chill with that. But yeah, next on the buying list is the Elgato, but again, I might hold off on that until I'm ready to purchase a laptop. The dream laptop that I want is a MacBook Pro with the touch bar, the 15-inch. Again, I have to go big, go home. I mean, in that way, you know, buying the latest or the best laptop they make, it lasts me the longest because they would have keep up with software updates and etc. I did have the Retina MacBook Pro, and I had that for like 4 years, and I ended up getting rid of it. What I have now, which is the iMac desktop. I don't know if I'll probably end up keeping the iMac just for home use, and then the MacBook for obviously portable means school, and for my Elgato game captures. All right, so I'm reaching up in 5 minutes, and I made it just on time. So wow. Crazy thing is, I take off at 5. I'm not 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away from my job. It's just that it's not convenient that when I'm coming in, that the rest of the world or the normal people are getting off their job. So I'm like driving in the middle of, you know, traffic and things like that. All right, so I'm about to turn into Best Buy. But again, yeah, so I'm already here. Again, thanks for watching my first episode of my vlog of my life. I'll have to end up coming up with a title. But yeah, thanks for watching episode 1. Stay tuned. Please hit the subscribe, and again, drop any comments of anything you'd like for me to review or any questions that you may have. Hit the like button, and thanks for watching.
Hello YouTube, and thanks for watching. For more exciting videos on all things gaming and technology, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your support.